Now, welcome back. After a long break, we are back. Your favorite music podcast.
Your favorite.
Hopefully.
We know it's your favorite. Don't lie.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. We're drinking an unsponsored. Hear that crack?
Ooh.
Right there.
Cheers.
Unsponsored Liquid Death.
Shoot us a brand deal.
Pretty good. Would buy that again. Oh, I gotta leave it in for product placement.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
They get them at Speedway. Family fair, too.
Have you gone to that new gas station they just put in?
Mm-mm. I know it just finished, though.
Yeah. Looks good.
Does it?
Looks real good. I'm about to hit that up for gas today. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, welcome back. Tone Deaf Pod, episode 9.
Episode 9. This is actually season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, we should. That's what we should say.
Season 2, episode 1.
Season 2. We're back after a long break.
Yes.
Went home.
How was your break?
Break was okay. I didn't really do much. Just kind of work, chilled at home. You know.
At the GFS?
At GFS.
Nice. I was unemployed all break.
Yeah, well, that's going to be nice, kind of, though. Get a little more time to chill.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I got sick for like a week.
Yeah?
Like after Christmas.
I feel like when everybody went home, they got sick.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. They brought the ick to Christmas, but... Yeah, I got sick for like a week, and then New Year's Eve I was better, so I got to go out.
That's good.
And then I left. I went to North Carolina.
Did you spend New Year's Eve down there?
No, I went there January 2nd.
Okay. How was your New Year's Eve?
It was fun.
You have yourself a good time?
Yeah, we had a little party, you know.
Yeah.
Nice little casual. As you do.
As you do.
No New Year's kiss, though. So
No.
Didn't happen.
That's
Didn't happen
unfortunate.
for me,
Well, you
man,
know what? You know what? You'll be all right. You'll get one at some point.
Yeah. One of these years, it's got to hit.
It's got to happen.
It's got to hit one of these years.
Yeah.
But North Carolina was fun. I went and saw my dad, and I almost fell down a mountain and died. So that was cool.
Wait, what?
So
you almost died?
Yeah. So there's like, they have these drainage pipes in the mountains to so they don't flood, and so I wanted to look over this like big pipe. I wanted to stand on it, look down. It was like 30-foot drop. So I was like feeling around for a place to go down, and I couldn't tell because it was all leaves, but it was like a 3-foot drop. So when I put my foot down, I slid, and then I went down this little gap between the pipe and like the ground, and it was like a 15-foot drop. I caught myself on a tree.
Dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, it was fun?
That was the highlight of my trip because
it was almost dying.
Yeah, it just really got my blood pumping, It was interesting.
You got that adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's a weird place over there.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude, I've never heard anybody. Well, I've never heard a little kid with a southern accent till I went to North Carolina. It's the funniest thing. I don't know if that's offensive, but I thought it was hilarious.
Little kid with some twang?
Yeah, little kid with the twang. He said, "Mom, we going to get the ketchup tonight, right?" I said, "Okay, I got to get out of this aisle before I start laughing at this child."
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was interesting. I'm glad to be back, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad to be back doing this, bringing the best music podcast in the world.
Best music podcast, and you know it is.
Know it.
I don't know any other music podcasts, really. So
I mean, we are the best, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean,
got a whole 22 followers on Instagram.
The most underrated best podcast.
Exactly.
I would say.
Exactly. Joe Rogan, we're coming for you, dude.
Dude, one day.
You think we can get the Roguester on here?
See, that's tough. I don't think we're at that level yet. I think that's a little.
I think we're far from that.
Yeah, far from that. That's asking way too much.
We're still struggling to get brand deals over here.
We're begging for the brand deals.
We do this for free.
Free.
This is a hobby, but we would like to turn it into a profession.
Yeah, we're losing money doing this. Look at this.
What's happening?
And as you can tell by the production quality, that he hasn't silenced his phone.
I don't know what's happening.
And
I'm so
now we're dinging.
We're dinging.
We're dinging and singing. And speaking of singing, let's get in to the Artist of the Week. Who do you have?
Artist of the Week, and we will transition to this later. We'll have a nice segue, but It's got to be The Weeknd.
Okay.
Got to be The Weeknd. Put out a brand new album. Second in a trilogy, from what I found out.
Okay.
It's actually the second album in a trilogy, the first being After Hours from 2020. But yeah, listen to the new album and love it. Great 80s sound. He's really, a lot of those synth sounds you hear on Blinding Lights is laid on thick in this album. A lot of Daft Punk, Michael Jackson type vibes.
He's coming into his Michael Jackson era.
Yeah, but it's really good. So if you haven't listened to it yet, definitely go check it out.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
Yeah,
he's mine. It's definitely not gonna
Definitely not Gunna.
Definitely not Gunna. No offense, Gunna, but
Was it bad? I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
I listened to like half of it, and it was all right. Like, there's some songs I'd listen to again, but it's like repetitive. And I guess we could really quick. I could review this album very quick.
Let's go ahead and jump into Gunna.
Okay, so there's just a lot of songs that sound like it's the same beat. They just sound like they looked up Gunna type beat on YouTube, and that's what he did.
Was it just pretty lazy?
Yeah, there's a couple really good songs on there though, but wouldn't go back to it. There it is. That's my review of DS4 Forever.
DS4
by Gunna.
So aside from these new albums come out that we are going to review in a little bit, what have you been listening to lately? What was the soundtrack of your Christmas break?
The Christmas break. That's an interesting question. Let's take a look. Let's see what I got. Oh, we did a fun icebreaker in Towers class.
Did we?
On, I don't even know what today is. Yesterday. And it was like you went around the room, said your name and where you're from, and the last 3 songs you listened to.
I like that.
It was cool.
You got him for advanced radio, right?
No, he is. It's like news and society, I think.
Oh, okay. Who's teaching the advanced radio? Is it Len?
Yeah, it's Len.
Okay, sweet.
Len's got a broken leg. Do you know that?
Whoa! What happened to our boy Len?
He was shoveling his driveway at 9 p.m. and he fell and broke his leg.
Oh, Golden Throw broke his leg.
Golden Throw down. I hope he recovers soon because I want to get in the class.
Golden Throw, but no golden leg.
I don't know. He has an appointment on Wednesday, so we'll see. Let's hope he's better.
Yeah,
but shout out Len. I was listening a lot to the Run Run Rudolph Foo Fighters cover.
I did not even hear that.
That was well. I don't think it's new, but it's from 2020.
Oh, okay.
So it is new. But I was blasting that shit.
They got a new album coming out soon. They got a movie coming out. Did you know about that?
What, like a documentary?
Yeah, it's gonna be about like them recording their new album. It's like set in some sort of like haunted house or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's be like a little bit of a horror movie.
Yeah,
a little spooky documentary.
Okay.
So pumped to see that.
Always loved Dave. I don't know. I haven't. Here's what I've been listening to. I don't think it's a couple weeks old, but it's a Willow Smith song with Kid Cudi and Travis Barker.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's good. I just looked at it too and I forgot the name. Let me tell you the name of it because you should listen to it.
Dude, who would have thought Willow Smith would transition to pop punk? Did you think that would ever be a possibility?
Yeah, because she was whipping her hair back and forth, you know.
Do you think she got tired of whipping that hair?
Yeah, her neck probably hurt. She had to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, Transparent Soul.
It's a great song. I love that song.
Oh, you know that song?
Of course I know that song.
Oh, he knows the song.
I'm a pop punk enthusiast.
All right, well, that's what I've been listening to lately. Gotcha. Is that song. And,
it's good stuff.
What do you got for me?
You know what? Over break, soundtrack, obviously, as we know, not Christmas music. Not a fan, personally.
Hates it.
Aside from my favorite Christmas song of all time, Happy Holidays, You Bastard.
Ooh,
Blink-182. Yeah. It's a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Great song.
Great song. And also, I Won't Be Home for Christmas.
Yep, that's a good one, too. Let me look. I mean, I kind of keep just listening to my on repeat here because that's just obviously what I've been listening to lately.
It's what you've been repeating.
It's what I've been repeating. Yeah, you know what? A lot of the same stuff. Some new bands here and there. Basement. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
They got a song called Covet. Great song. Check them out. Our Lady Peace from Canada. I actually went and saw them in Detroit over break. Great show, dude.
Okay.
I just kind of started getting into them. I went with my girlfriend's dad and her uncle, and because they're big fans of Our Lady Peace or whatever. But dude, they put on a great live show. Opening act actually was insane. A band called Max Saturn from Detroit, a local band.
Okay.
Let's just say the lead singer was like a combination of Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. So, dude was like real tall, real skinny, kind of had like that, I don't know, like Mick Jagger, that little Mick Jagger like haircut type thing, and was like doing the snake dance and stuff like that. He was crazy. But dude, they put on a great show. They were like 70s funk kind of, like a little bit of R&B, but then like had some kind of like Led Zeppelin sounding songs, dudes. They put on a great show. I had no clue who they were. Okay. We were like, this band's about to suck, and then they went on. They were like, shit, they
they fucking killed it.
They killed it. Yeah, that was a great show though. That was at St. Andrews Hall.
And classic venue.
Yeah, it was a great venue. Which one thing I didn't know, in the basement of St. Andrews, the shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down there because that's where the merch table was, and I walked down there and I didn't even know. Walked down there and I see the logo up on the stage. I'm like, yo, this is where 8 Mile, 8 Mile did.
8 Mile down here?
Is Papa Doc about to show up? I'm like,
you know?
Yeah.
That was his first movie. Anthony Mackie.
Oh, really?
Was 8 Mile.
That was his first movie.
Yeah, you believe? Now he's fucking Captain America.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I totally forgot that was Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
That didn't even register for the longest time.
Papa Doc. What do you want to get into now? I know you had a few points you wanted to hit today.
So, first and foremost, we already, lightly touched on the Gunna album, which was not good.
We can skip the rest.
We can skip that.
Skip the rest of that.
Let's go ahead and get into Dawn FM because there's so much to unpack, and I think we need to spend a decent amount of time on it because it was a great album in my opinion, personally. And that's honestly coming from someone who doesn't frequent the Weeknd, personally. Obviously, I hear all the radio singles, stuff that's normally pretty popular, but I saw this came out, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a listen. And so I gave it a listen, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I've heard good things, and I listened to it once. I listened to half of it on my flight back to Michigan, and I didn't really like it on my first listen. But
it grows on you, for sure.
Well,
it grows on you.
And I have a point about the start of the album towards the end of the album.
Okay.
So it was all right, and I gave it another listen when I got home, and then I listened to the whole thing this morning. So I have a little ranking system here.
All right. What's our ranking system? What's our criteria here?
So it is, I split it up into the categories for songs, right? So it's good, mid, and bad.
All right. So let's start with bad. What songs were bad?
Gasoline.
Oh, you just touched a nerve with me.
Wow, you like that song?
I love that song.
Okay.
It's a great song.
I'm not a fan.
Okay. And you know what? At first, it threw me for a loop, given just what his vocals are like through it, because he kind of changes up his voice a little bit.
I didn't like that.
It's kind of, I turned it on, and I was like, is that not a feature? I thought it was somebody else, but I don't know. It grew on me. I actually really like that song.
Yeah, well, I think
it really sets the tone for the album, lyrically.
Okay.
Lyrically.
Fair point.
Fair point. Personal opinion.
Next is Starry Eyes.
Okay.
Put that in bad. And also, these aren't bad songs.
Just our least favorite.
This is my least favorite. And I put these in there. I put them in there right after I listened to them. So, and then compared to other songs, these are subject to change. I got to listen to it again. But as of right now, it's in bad. Not saying it's terrible. And then Every Angel is Terrifying. That song is terrible. I will say that. I don't like that song.
I don't even know if I would count that as a song. It's more of like an interlude, really, than anything else.
Yeah, it was I didn't like that. I didn't like that on there. We can move up to mid now.
Okay, what do we got in mid here?
Dawn FM.
Okay, so the lead track.
Lead track, it was all right. A nice little, it was all right.
Nice little intro.
How Do I Make You Love Me?
I like that one. That was good.
I thought it was okay.
It was all right.
Best Friends. I was going to put this in bad when it started, and then about halfway through, I was like, it's not bad. And I was, as well as listening, I was reading all the lyrics to as they were going on.
Yeah. I think that's one of those tracks. There's a couple tracks in here that aren't necessarily bad. They're just somewhat skippable. They're just not really
a little
all that
repetitive, too, with the subject matter and stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying more of the fact that they're not really all that important in the grander scheme of things. If they weren't on the album, you probably wouldn't notice that type of thing.
Especially with Every Angel is Terrifying.
Yeah.
And then I think I had one more in mid.
What was your last mid?
Don't Break My Heart.
All right. Okay.
But that one's kind of growing on me though.
Yeah.
But I can take you to good.
Okay. What do we got for good? What does Garrett like?
These are the songs that I love.
What do you thoroughly enjoy?
Take My Breath.
Yeah. It's a lead single, radio single, but still a great song. I actually like the version that's on the album because it's a little bit longer and it's kind of got some extended instrumentals and stuff.
Isn't there a remix on the alternate?
Well, yeah,
world
he just released what you would call the deluxe version, which really only has 2 more songs than the original. Yeah. And I think it's a remix with Swedish House Mafia. They did a remix of that one.
I think they did a remix, and then there's another. It's like something Moth to the Flame or.
Yeah, I think there's a bonus track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get to listen to them.
I haven't really listened to those two yet. I've just been listening to the main version.
And then Sacrifice.
Dude, I gotta say the bass line, that groove on Sacrifice is so sick. Sick.
It's hard to like. I love the music on all of these, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say they're bad, but the criteria is like vocal choice and then subject matter.
Yeah, and I think I said too, there's some of those songs that you could kind of live without, that like aren't really all that.
I could live without a couple of these for sure. But
yeah, so but
and
yeah,
then,
the instrumental on Sacrifice bumps.
I mean, the whole album's bumps.
Yeah, it's a good listen. Definitely do your due diligence and listen to the whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, to go and then track by track. Don't skip.
Yeah,
don't shuffle. Don't
skip.
A Tale by Quincy, the interlude.
That was
I really
interesting.
liked that.
I liked it. That's a good interlude.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite interludes I've heard, because a lot of interludes kind of suck.
Well, I liked it a lot in terms of the subject matter of the album. So
it was personal too.
Yeah, it was personal. So like for those of you who don't know, the album plays like you're in a car listening to a radio station and you're stuck in a traffic jam in a tunnel, but that tunnel is purgatory and you're on your way to passing into the afterlife. So the light you see at the end of the tunnel is your death, basically. And so when you do listen to it, at the beginnings and ends of songs, there's these little radio breaks done by none other than Jim Carrey.
The Mask.
Yeah, The Mask.
The Mask himself.
Oh, dude, I have that movie. Oh, man.
Let me get into this next one.
But yeah, it's a very interesting concept for an
It
album.
is, and I really like how what it culminates to at the end with Jim Carrey. But Out of Time.
Out of Time is good.
Out of
I liked
Time.
it.
Here We Go Again.
Okay.
Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah,
and
that was a great feature.
I liked my favorite part was the little jingle at the end.
Right, yeah.
The Dawn FM 103.5 jingle was great.
Yeah.
Is There Someone Else?
That was good. That was just straight up great R&B. That's a great R&B track. Great
I like a lot of these because I could relate to a lot of them. Like I said, no New Year's Kiss. So.
Is There Someone Else?
I heard that you're married.
See, personally,
Relatable.
Really? Was it relatable?
Oh yeah.
Well, were you into someone who was married?
Anyways.
Anywho, that's a story for another day.
Anyways, so
That's honestly, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Lil Wayne, that's a song I could go without personally.
I liked this feature. I thought it was good. The only thing was I thought it was like Lil Wayne was really quiet compared to how loud. But I mean, I guess.
And I think it was a weird track to hear someone like Lil Wayne on. Like it was I thought when I saw that he was featured on the track, it was kind of I never would have thought he would have made a song with The Weeknd, but.
No, well, and when I was listening to it, I couldn't because the track's so long, I couldn't see it. It just said featuring.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, oh, who's on this? And it was Lil Wayne. I was like, oh shit. I really liked his verse though. I thought it was good.
Okay.
Less Than Zero.
Less Than Zero was good.
That was my favorite one.
That's your favorite track?
Yeah, because it's just a fucking bop, dude.
That's pretty good.
And then last is Phantom Regret by Jim.
That is a amazing outro for the album.
Yeah,
I think that
especially
was
when
perfectly placed.
when you know what the album's about.
Yeah, and then you get that big long kind of poem that Jim Carrey does right at the end. Yeah, like I said, I love the concept of this album. I think it's really deep and provocative and just really interesting in general.
It really made me think a lot, and I really liked a lot of the lyrics, especially Jim at the end. That was like a real like reflective like look at your life thing. I gave it 8 out of 10. Is what I gave the album.
I would also
on
give it 8 out of 10.
First listen.
Yeah, I would also give it 8 out of 10. Like I said, the concept itself is something that's I think can be very I would say almost relatable to everyone because it's I mean really the concept of the album is you're sitting in purgatory and you're thinking over your life and all the choices you've made and and stuff like that, and you're.
Oh, I was thinking about everything I was thinking about what I had for breakfast today after I listened to this, and I didn't eat breakfast. I just had coffee. I'm starving.
Super reflective. But
what did you rank anything? Have any?
I didn't know. I did not personally rank anything. I will say our lists match up fairly similarly.
Besides, what was the one that
Gasoline?
I hate that song.
I fucking
dude.
love that song. It's different. I mean. His vocals on it, his vocal style is it's an acquired taste, but I think for, like I said, with regard to the concept of the album, the lyrical content of that song, I think is a great first track. I think of Dawn FM as more of like an interlude type thing, but for a first track, like there was a line where he says, "It's 5 a.m. I'm nihilist. I know there's nothing after this." So he's kind of talking about. There's this whole afterlife concept, and obviously you're the listener is stuck in purgatory or whatever, and so for him to sit there and chat about that, where he's thinking over his life, but at the same time he doesn't think there's anything afterlife yet. The concept of the album is you passing on into the afterlife and thinking over your whole life. It's so deep, it's mind blowing.
There was a lot of stuff. It was hard to unpack everything.
Like I said, there's a lot to unpack with this album. It's pretty loaded with just all kinds of
shit, life, heartbreak, Jim Carrey,
and Jim Carrey, who does a phenomenal job.
Oh, he was great, and I didn't even
phenomenal job.
I think there was the article or whatever that came out a week or so before the album about how they were best friends or something.
They're neighbors. Do you know that?
I read the thing that
they're both from Ontario too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both from Ontario.
Canadian connection.
Yeah.
I read or the Weeknd texted him and was like, "Oh, I live here." And then he looked out, and Jim Carrey was looking at him in the telescope, and they both were looking at each other.
Right. Yeah.
But no, shout out Jim Carrey.
I would almost say I would almost go as far to say that Jim Carrey's performance was almost as good as The Weeknd's on this album, because I mean, for at least what he was doing, his role and his contribution to the album. I mean, he the voice, the smooth radio DJ voice he does is so perfect, and like I said, all the poetry and stuff he does.
I think going off what you said about his performance and his voice, it makes the Phantom Regret soothing but terrifying.
Yeah, it's
almost
dark. It's really dark for sure. So, yeah. Lot to unpack, but do yourself a favor. Go listen to Dawn FM
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. Really go through it.
Because I still got to go listen to it again.
I know. There's still there's still some tracks I got to go back and really just.
I'll go listen to Gasoline again.
It's good.
It's not,
the instrumental on it is good. The lyrical content is good. It's like I said, it's thought provoking. I don't know. It's my shit. That's what I'm into.
All right.
That's what I'm into.
I respect it. I humbly respect.
Yeah,
But that is The Weeknd. That is the artist of the week on the Tone Deaf Pod. Both of us. First time I think it's been a joint artist of the week.
I think so. Well, I don't know. I want to say our first artist of the week was probably joint with Adele. From when Adele dropped 30.
Yeah, no, we did do that.
And we were both.
But this is a new season, so first joint.
True.
Of the season.
So first off, I do want to talk about this with it being a new season.
Okay.
What's going to be different?
What's going to
be different?
Oh, what's going to be different? It's going to be bigger, better, badder, louder.
Even more tangents.
Cancelable content.
No. That's for the toxic. That's for the TBL. That's for Toxic Boys
for the TBL.
Which, speaking of which, y'all ever gonna get on that?
No.
Or what's good?
We just gotta get on that. We just gotta.
I think we should have one of them on. I think we should either have Tony or Jacob on.
Dude, we should.
Who would you rather have on?
Both of them.
Both of them. Do you think we should have both?
Both of them.
Do we got 4 mics?
Yeah. No. Just
they can share it.
I need to buy another one.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work. We tried that once.
You can't sit next to each other.
No, but it's. I mean, you could do that, but then
if you try to talk at the same time,
you can't,
no, I mean set it up on a stand and just sit really close to it.
I guess.
I bet you could do that.
You could do it.
You take the dust cover off or the pop filter off, picks up more sound. Just saying.
You can just talk on the side of it.
That's true. You could talk on the side of it. Rip headphone users. I
want you to pull up. What happened in this
day
world
in music history?
In music.
Let's pull it up. Let's search this up real quick.
What is today? I don't even know what today is.
Today is the 13th of January. This will probably be out Monday the 17th.
It's the 14th.
Oh, it's the 14th.
But no, this will be out.
Me.
I will not. This will be out on MLK Day.
Should be out on MLK Day.
Well, this will be MLK Day when you hear this. You can tell how professional we are every time we try to set up anything.
We need to hire a Jamie.
We just need to make $1, and then we can hire employees.
Exactly.
Once $1 comes in, we can outsource.
We could use our production assistant.
We could. Where is the PA? I don't know. Where is she going? Probably.
I don't know.
Is she making cookies?
Dude, I hope so. I hope so. All right, let's look. This day in music. January 14th. Was this what I think it is?
What?
Is it Dave Grohl's birthday?
Is it?
Let me look this up because it just said 1969 and then just said Dave Grohl. So
Yep,
I don't know
that's when he happened.
That's when Dave Grohl happened.
That was the happening of Dave Grohl.
What do you know? It is Dave Grohl's 53rd birthday today.
Wow, happy
How about
birthday.
that?
Happy
Honestly,
birthday.
in my opinion, one of the greatest rockers of our time.
Yeah.
For sure. The dude is like the sickest thing since sliced bread.
As
he really
much
is.
as I love Travis Barker, he's my favorite drummer. Even though he's not a drummer anymore, the stuff he did with Nirvana
True.
is like my favorite stuff.
You know what the crazy thing is too? The drummer, the guy Taylor Hawkins, who drums for the Foo Fighters, he's an even better drummer than Dave is.
He's good.
In my opinion.
I like him too. I like anything Foo Fighters.
Dude, they're great. I would love to go see them live. I have yet to see them
That
live.
would be so sick.
Dude, my girlfriend's dad saw them and Red Hot Chili Peppers at the same show.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Where was this?
I want to say it was at DTE. I think he said it was at DTE.
Great venue.
I like that venue. I like amphitheater style venues like
Yeah.
that. Because even if, you can't really see the stage too great if you're up on the lawn, but even being up, the sound travels really nicely, and you can still have a pretty good experience.
We had pretty good. We went and saw Logic there in 16.
Yeah.
We had pretty good seats. It was fun. It was we missed Super Duper Kyle. We didn't get to see
Oh, no. I wouldn't really be too bummed about it, to be honest.
Yeah, and then it was NF, which I like.
I like NF okay.
I mean, he's alright, but
it's depressing. That's for sure. You got some sad rap, but
it was a great venue. Yeah. It was really hot. It was in the middle of summer too.
What's your favorite venue you've been to a concert, or you've been to for a concert?
I'd say that one because I've only
DTE?
DTE, and the only other one I went to is the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater.
Is that where you saw MGK?
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I was also half drunk too, so
would you say the MGK show was your favorite show you ever been to though?
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
Yeah. I would say personally the best venue I've been to is probably St. Andrews Hall, where I went and saw Our Lady Peace. But I will say for being an arena, Van Andel Arena is a great venue for concerts.
Yeah, I've never been there. Tony went there though.
Okay, yeah, I went and saw Metallica there, and I was probably 20 feet from the stage.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, it was so sick.
Oh, wait. I went to another venue because I went to Faster Horses.
Yeah, I guess you could call it yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah, I feel like festivals like that is kind of different because they're all kind of the same thing. It's just a stage and then open field.
Grass.
Yeah, so it's but I don't know if I would call those venues.
Good grass, though.
Is it good grass?
Good grass, though.
What kind of grass are we talking about, though?
Green grass, brother.
Green grass?
Green grass.
Okay. We talking grass or are we talking grass?
No, we're talking grass.
Oh, we're talking grass. Okay.
Grass.
I'm sure there was plenty of grass
there was plenty
there too,
of grass.
There's plenty of all kinds of substances there, man.
Yeah, that had to have been. That was an interesting time. Anyway.
Anywho. Speaking of MGK.
What about... Oh.
Homeboy got engaged.
Wow, yeah.
He got engaged a couple days ago.
Yeah, big day. Big week for him.
Huge week.
Huge week. Finally secured Megan Fox for life.
He secured the bag.
He secured the biggest bag.
Who would have thought in a million years Megan Fox would be marrying MGK? MGK probably.
He probably...
Dude, you ever heard the story of how they met? I love their meeting story.
Yeah, I'm weed.
Yeah, she said, "You smell like weed," and he just looked at her and said, "I am weed." Who the fuck says that?
I don't know, but it was probably cool in person.
It probably was super cool. She probably saw that and was like, "Damn, he's smooth.
Damn,
I like this dude.
Damn, he is weed. He really is weed." And then did you read her post
for the engagement?
Yeah.
No, I only read his because he talked about did you see the ring? He talked about the ring. The ring was pretty cool.
Different.
It was two stones, and it was their two birthstones, and then they made a crooked heart to where he talked about their crazy love or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know, some deeper meaning, but it was dope.
Did you see the part where they drink each other's blood?
I did not see that part, but I did hear about it. What the fuck?
You
Who
know,
does that?
I wouldn't do it. And I think what she said, it was on like the day that they first like hung out or something.
They did that on the day they hung out?
Under the tree where he proposed, the banyan tree.
Hashtag banyan tree interlude.
Dude, I need to go to a banyan tree.
Maybe that's what it is. You go to a banyan tree, you're guaranteed to find love.
That's what I'm saying.
You think so?
Yeah, who's gonna come? Who?
Guys, we're taking applications for Garrett's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, but he's not lying though.
Accepting applications.
Now.
What are the job requirements?
Just love me.
Just
love me, please.
Age requirement, education level,
preferably over 18, please.
Over.
That's the only requirement.
Just over 18.
You just have to be an adult.
What if they're like into cougars? You're like.
All right. I'm changing the age to 20.
20?
Yeah.
20 and above?
Yeah.
20. Or 18 to 20. I'm confused.
20 and above.
20 and above?
Preferably 25 and above.
25 and above.
Preferably 30 and above.
Are we going to keep going?
40.
40? You're only into 40-year-old women?
Stopping.
That's the cap. You like a mature woman.
I need a mature woman to take care of me.
Take care of you?
To take me on trips.
To simp for you?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So email us at thetonedeafpod@gmail.com with your girlfriend applications.
Please. It's gonna be crazy when nobody emails the fucking email account.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think I've gotten a single email except from Team Google or whatever.
Ooh.
Just say, hey, here's new stuff you can do in Gmail.
We should get in with them.
You think we get a brand deal with Google?
Google brand deal?
Google, the best place to search for anything online.
And maybe they'll send us a Google Pixel phone to try out.
I mean, I'm good. I don't need it. I'm all right.
But they pay us.
It's for free.
Yeah, it's for free. Oh. And they send it. You gotta try it.
Okay, do we only use it like for the podcast?
No, wait 1 second.
Do we just use it for the podcast? Like, no, what would we use it for?
We don't use it. The thing is,
it just sits there.
You just make like one video and act like you use it, but then you just start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Break.
No, so yeah, big news with the MGK thing. What else did you want to get into today?
I don't know. I have
not much really. I mean, aside from a couple new albums.
Yeah.
Earl Sweatshirt dropped a new album.
Need to listen to that.
Need to listen to that.
I haven't got into that. I don't know. It's been like a busy last couple weeks. So
it's been a busy week in general. I feel like it's weird for it being syllabus week. I have done so much work.
Dude, I fucking did an assignment that was due next week. That's how
productive tunnel vision you've had.
Yes, I'm just like
I felt weirdly productive ever since the semester started.
Yeah, that's what I gotta be.
Yeah,
my goal is to make the dean's list.
Me too, because I totally could have last semester. I had really easy classes, but I did not try.
Yep, same.
So I came in my GPA came in just under the requirement or whatever.
Isn't
for
it 3.7?
I think it's 3.5.
Oh,
I thought it was 3.5.
Damn it!
Emma made the dean's list.
I can do that then, because I was 3.6.
I was 3.3 for my first semester. So.
Damn. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dean's list
2022. List. Now, so first off, we were roughly getting into what's new here with the podcast this new season. Yes, we're coming to YouTube. So not only will we be posting our weekly episodes of the podcast on the YouTube, but we're also going to make other content as well.
More content. We have things planned.
Oh, I do want to give a quick shout out to Frances Kane. Who is Frances Kane, you might ask? She's my boss at the tutoring center. I work at the tutoring center here at GVSU. And she asked me what I do for fun and stuff, because it was my first day on the job. I'm like, oh, I do a podcast. She's like, okay, I'll listen to it. Comes back next day at work. She's like, listen to your first episode. And I'm like, okay, what'd you think? She's like, you guys are hilarious. And I was like,
really?
Cha-ching. So shout out Fran. What's good?
Shout out Fran. Thank you, Fran.
Thanks, Fran.
Always great to hear from Fran. We love Fran.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fran, did you ever watch...
Speaking of Fran, where are you going with this?
What was the one show that Fran Drescher was on? Did you ever watch that? Wake up at 3 a.m., sweating. Nick at Night's just blaring.
Never watched Nick at Night.
It's like the one before George Lopez comes on.
Oh, I can't stand George Lopez. I don't know what the big deal with him was.
Dude,
I don't know why everybody
hilarious.
Why everybody thinks he's not that funny. He's not that funny.
Yeah, okay, you done fucked up.
Maybe it's because one of the first things I remember him from was like, didn't he do the voice of the one dog in Beverly Hills Chihuahua? Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that's what I remember it from.
I think he did 3 of those movies.
I think that just tarnished his legacy for me.
Dude, that was after he did George Lopez, though.
I never watched the show, though.
You telling me you never had Nick at Night
No, I didn't
on
watch
and
Nick
fell
at Night.
asleep?
I wasn't a Nick kid. I hated most Nick shows. I tried. We talked about this very first episode.
That was many moons ago.
Yeah, many moons ago. iCarly, garbage. Victorious, garbage.
I agree with that.
Zoe 101, garbage.
That's bullshit. I remember this conversation now.
Yeah,
wow.
well, listen, Keenan and Kel and Drake and Josh are my 2 exceptions.
Okay, those are great. Those are great programs.
Those are great shows.
All That? Or that's what it's called, right? All That?
I don't even know what that is.
That's the one that was like Kids Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's dumb. Why would you have a kids Saturday Night Live?
Because the channel's for kids.
Yeah, but you don't do sketch comedy for kids because sketch comedy for kids is not funny.
It is if you're a kid.
Even to a kid. No, because they did that on Disney Channel. You remember that? They did a show like that on
so
Disney.
random, and that shit was gas.
It was okay. I mean...
Where are my So Random fans at?
To be fair, like...
Back me up.
To be fair, I was probably watching Saturday Night Live at like 8 or 9, so I was probably already watching like
who would have been on
comedy.
the show at that time?
Who, the SNL?
Yeah.
So... Oh, it would have been like the Lonely Island era. It would have been Andy Samberg and those guys.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
That is great. It's dude, Lonely Island. Hilarious.
the Dear Sister sketch or whatever.
we should do a whole bonus episode to put on the Patreon where we just talk about our favorite SNL sketches.
Dude, oh my! I could go
for hours about SNL.
I won't say anything then because I love old SNL. Like the new stuff is all right.
I like the late 90s and early 2000s ones with like Will Ferrell and
I used to
like Daryl Hammond and those guys.
Daryl Hammond's good.
He's hilarious. There's a great Bill Clinton. You ever seen his Bill Clinton? Clinton? Oh, dude, I'll show you this. I'll show you it afterwards. It's like spot on.
Doesn't he do Trump now?
No, that's Alec Baldwin.
No, he's not him anymore though.
Oh, really?
Because he left or something, so it's a new guy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who the new guy is then.
But didn't he do it at one point?
Daryl Hammond?
Yeah,
I'm sure he did at some point. He did Al Gore too. Like Daryl Hammond also did like Al Gore and.
I thought he did Trump at one point.
I don't know. Will Ferrell as George W. Bush is like one of my favorites of all time. It was freaking hilarious.
I had the Will Ferrell DVD, The Best of Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit was gas.
Dude, one of my favorite sketches of his was do you ever see the tight pants? The tight pants one?
How does that go?
He literally just does this song. He's got like these skin tight white like jeans on, like showing off like the bulge and everything, and he's got like this colored striped sweater and a like goofy ass wig, and he's literally he's singing a song about his tight pants, about how he loves his tight pants. It's like the most bizarre but hilarious thing ever.
I like the
more cowbell one's like legendary.
That's of course, but
you're
not a true fan if that's your favorite.
Right.
Mine's the one. It's like the Honeymooners hot tub one.
Yes.
With Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
And I watched the interview or whatever, and Jimmy said that he was like tickling him under the water and shit. That's why he was laughing.
Nobody breaks character in SNL more than Jimmy Fallon.
Dude, he was good on SNL.
No, he was, but like if you look almost any funny sketch he was ever in, he was the first person to break character.
Well, and that's my favorite part too, is when they break.
I know, because it makes it. I don't know why it makes it so much more funny.
It's like, I don't know. It's like fun. It's just more fun.
Well, and it makes it like real because it's it's just a bunch of people up there acting like idiots or whatever. So.
Are we talking about this or are we saving this? Because I could get into this right now.
We should. You know what? I think we should save it for a bonus episode.
Save it for a bonus ep.
Because we could talk for hours about SNL.
Yeah, dude. I think I did. I think I started watching it right after. I don't know when Lonely Island left.
That was. I want to say they left pretty close, like. Pretty soon after, probably like 2014-ish.
Oh, then I started.
Probably.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know the exact year, but
because the songs that they did were a part of SNL, right?
Yeah, they did the digital shorts.
Yeah, because that's how I
did
got
the Justin Timberlake "Dick in a Box."
And then
song.
what's the one, dude? The Rihanna one.
Yeah.
Quiet Nikki or that's no, it's not. I don't know what it is.
They did and then they did the Chronicles of Narnia one. That one's legendary. Mm-hmm. That one's hilarious.
The Jack Sparrow one.
Yes. Dude, the Jack Sparrow one is so funny. Andy Samberg is hilarious. You ever watch him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, I fucking love that show.
That's a good show.
I got to finish the last season, though.
I love the clip, and this is music related, so we can't talk about it. I love the clip from that show where they've got people in like the lineup. You know how they do the lineup, and they have like a person pick out who was there. And they did they made him sing I Want It That Way or whatever, Want It That Way, for the Backstreet Boys. And Andy Samberg just goes in on it on the chorus. It was hilarious. Loved it.
Dude, that show has so many good moments.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know when it was, but there was one summer, I think I watched however many seasons were like on Hulu.
Mm.
Like just like 7.
Really?
Like over like 2 weeks and just didn't do anything but watch that.
Nice.
I gotta stop doing that. I get in a bad habit doing
just
that.
binging? Or you just watch one show?
Just one show.
That's kind of what I do
time.
too, though.
Yeah, but like I need to spread it out.
No, yeah.
And just not like spend, because when I was big into like You.
Dude, You was good. It's messed up. Whoever came up with that concept,
Great.
I mean, it was messed up, but yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, but I'd stay up till like 5.
I know, dude. I do that. So I've been watching every time they come out with a new season. I watch it. Like I finish the season in like 2-3 days. Cobra Kai. You ever watch that?
No, my mom loves that show.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good. If you are at all a fan of like the old Karate Kid movies, you'll love Cobra Kai.
I mean, I'm a big Zapka guy.
Yeah.
Big Billy Zapka guy.
Yeah, it's good though.
That's
it's
from
really
How I
good.
Met Your Mother, though. When he played himself.
Yeah, that was a great show too. That was an underrated show, personally.
Worst
I think
ending to a show.
I don't even remember. I don't know if I even remember the ending.
So, spoiler, if you haven't watched How I Met Your Mother, the whole show, literally like 9 seasons, builds up to him meeting the mother.
Right.
And she dies like 2 episodes after
they meet.
meet.
Or he gets done explaining their meeting. I'm confused.
No, like, okay. I feel like the timeline's weird, I guess, between him explaining and what's happening in the story.
Right.
But, okay, over a couple episodes after she's like introduced in the last season.
Yeah.
And she gets sick.
Oh, like after she has the kids?
Yeah, after she has the kids. So it's like a couple years.
So that's why he's explaining How I Met Your Mother, because they never met her.
Right.
Oh.
And she died.
I'm so dumb.
But then
I watched that show so much and I never understood that concept.
Yeah. But then it just ends with him like ending up with Robin or something.
Yeah, he does end up with Robin.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
The show ends with him going back to her house at the end with the blue French horn. Mm-hmm. That's how it ends.
Yeah.
But I never liked how her and Barney split up. They were perfect. They're just chaos.
Dude, Barney cannot have a relationship though. He's incapable.
Unless it's Robin, which was so perfect.
Right.
The character arc.
Right.
And he was in love, and then they get divorced. That's fucking bullshit, dude.
That's fucking bullshit. And then she just goes to 10.
What the fuck is this? We just passing around shotties now?
Is this just like Friends where they just all date each other at some point?
Yeah.
I always thought that was a weird dynamic in that show. How like at some point in time, each person in that friend group dated one another at some, you know what I mean?
And Friends?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I love Friends.
I'd catch the occasional rerun on TBS.
Yeah, the one thing I like about Friends is that it doesn't matter what episode you watch because you don't really need to know like what happened before that because it's like a sitcom. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but dude, I love Friends. I could sit and watch Friends like marathons because it's just like it's such a simple and well done show that I mean, like it's not overly. I wouldn't say it's overly funny or I wouldn't really call it hilarious, but it was just that it was cast so perfectly. And was done. I think script wise, it was done so well. Like I could just sit there and watch it for hours. It's good. So
I never got into it.
Yeah,
but it was never playing at my house. So
true.
What was one that I grew up on? Modern Family, The Middle.
That's good.
And
I never watched The Middle.
The Middle was good.
The Middle was like before I was aware of TV. I feel like
it was like 20. Damn, was it? Damn.
I don't know.
I
mean, you're like, what, 2-3 years older than me?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe you just hit that window.
Yeah.
Plus, I was like watching other things too, so I don't know. Actually, I do want to get into this because it is music related. What is your favorite TV show theme song? Like the intro song?
How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
Yeah, the ba-ba-ba.
See, mine, and I don't know if this is an obvious pick for anyone who knows me and shows I grew up on.
I might change mine.
But the intro song to Phineas and Ferb, performed by Bowling for Soup, is as good, if not better, than any TV intro song.
All right, we're going to get into this now. Great song.
Amazing song.
Great song. The Johnny Test theme song.
Dude, Johnny Test was so underrated. That's one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows.
Really severely underrated.
So good.
I fucking love Johnny Test.
That was really good.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Theme song. I mean, it's just, it's a vibe.
And honestly, I love it. I love this one just for its simplicity and the fact that it literally just says what the show is. 2.5 Men.
Well, I was thinking that shit yesterday.
Yeah. It's so simple, but it's perfect.
It is. All right, let's make a little tier list right now.
Okay. We're going to close off this episode. We're going to wrap up this episode with a tier list.
A tier list of... And look, we brought TV back to music.
What do you know?
How do we do it? Best music podcast in the game. Tell your friends. So, let's go... I can't... We don't have a tier list here physically. But
we'll start with F through S.
Okay.
F through S. So what are some F tier? F tier? Because I feel like it's way easier to pick out the good ones than the bad ones.
I'm not going to call it F, but mid as fuck is Modern Family.
Yeah. Let's actually, you know what? That's going to be our tier list. We're going to have mid as fuck, A tier, and then S tier.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Because I don't think there's any that are bad. Like, you wouldn't make a theme that you know is bad, right?
Right.
Zoe 101.
I don't even remember what that was.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Shout out. Throwback. We'll throw back to the first episode.
I think I sung that in the first episode.
You did.
Good. No. For me, that's S.
Really?
Yeah. What is it? It's mid, A, and S?
Yeah. So we're going to go, B and below is just, we're going to just call it mid.
Okay. And we have to
And then A is good, and then S is top tier.
Okay. And we need to compromise on all these. Let's not just have them all over.
Okay, that's fine.
Good. A tier.
I'll give it to you because I don't remember it, so I can't really give up.
We're gonna play the shit after the episode.
We'll have to.
Johnny Test.
Johnny Test is. I personally would give it an S tier, but I think because it's so underrated, you kind of have to put it in an A.
Yeah.
Because it's not like widely known. It's not widely.
It didn't pop off
for the sake of the tier list.
Well, and unfortunately, it was on Cartoon Network too. Not a lot of.
There's a lot of good shows on Cartoon Network.
I know, but like they never got as popular for some reason. And
very true.
Speaking of Cartoon Network, Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Dude, I loved Ed, Edd and Eddy. Plank.
That was like
Plank. Junior and senior year, that was the mascot of our student section at basketball games.
Oh wow!
They actually took a little plank of wood and drew the face on it. And during every timeout, someone would go in the front. So my junior year, it was Jarrett Chappell because he didn't play basketball that year. And then senior year, I can't remember who else did it. But they would stand in front of the entire student section, going up the bleachers. And they would have it. And they would, like the yes thing that people do?
Yeah.
It's like that, but they would chant blank, 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 blank. And everybody would just lose their shit.
Great.
And opposing teams' fans and student sections would all be so fucking confused. What the fuck?
Well, clearly they're uncultured if they didn't know the
Yeah, and then we went and played at Olivet, and one of their people came over and stole it, and there was almost a fight. So
they just took it out of somebody's hands.
Yeah, took it out. I think they took it out of Jarrett Chappell's back pocket.
Oh shit!
And then him and somebody, or no, it wasn't him. You remember Nathan Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tried to fight somebody in the hallway for it, and then they on the Instagram page for the student section. Someone posted about it and said #don't touch plank.
Justice.
So yeah, that was a quick Ed and Eddy plank tangent. But
Justice for plank.
But so back to
Ed and Eddy theme song.
I would give it A. Not quite S. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think Phineas and Ferb has to be S tier.
That's S.
It has to be. It's so good.
That's good.
Especially because there's a full song version.
Yeah.
That Bowling for Soup put out. That's slightly different from the one they use on the TV show because it's a full song and not just an intro song. So I think for that it has to be S tier.
Good pick. I'll agree with you there. What's another good one? iCarly.
No. Simply because I thought that show. It's one thing if you don't think it's bad. I mean, you can get at me for me saying it's trash, but I cannot stress how fucking overrated that show was. People worship that show, and it's okay at best. It's not that good. It's just okay. I'm so I don't know why I get so heated.
Angry?
I don't know why I'm so heated, but I hated that show so much. I actually legitimately, so many people would talk about it and how much they loved it, and I tried to sit down and watch an episode or two when it was on. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Because it's just stupid. It's supposed to be dumb.
Yeah, but there's stupid things that are funny because they're stupid, and then there's things that are just stupid.
Yeah.
Step Brothers. Think about that. If you think about it, that's a stupid movie. It's a really stupid, or Superbad. It's a really stupid movie, but it's done in a way that's funny because it's stupid.
Okay.
iCarly tried that, and I don't think it worked. I think it was just stupid.
Dude,
that's my iCarly.
You didn't laugh when Spencer was making butter sculptures and they melted?
Well, like I said in the first episode, Spencer was like was the only redeeming factor, I think, for that show.
Okay.
I think he really carried that show.
So where are you gonna put the theme song then?
For me, I'll go ahead and put it in A, only because it's widely loved, and I think it would be unfair of just the one person who hates it to put it in like mid as fuck. So I think it's okay to put it in A.
On singability alone, it's a fun song to sing. All right, Drake and Josh.
A. I'll go Drake and Josh an A. I don't know if it's S tier.
You're not gonna put that in A?
I don't know if it's quite S tier.
I'll go with an A just because of allegations.
I will say
Jesse.
I think Jesse. Gosh, it's so hard because like I don't want to put too many in S because then it's like doesn't make S very special.
Well, I kind of think Jesse's on the iCarly level.
I would give Jesse A. I would put Jesse in A. I will say, Good Luck Charlie theme song. That's got to be S tier. I wasn't a huge fan of the show personally. I wasn't like I thought the show was all right, but dude, the theme song for that was great. It was a solid theme song.
I
It was a pretty good show though. It was an all right show.
It was a great show. I loved it. I just basically when I was a kid, anything that was on Disney and Nick, I was like, this is great. I'm content.
Right.
Keep it on.
Right.
That's fine.
All right. What are your thoughts then on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
S.
S.
Come on,
what about Sweet Life on Deck? I think Sweet Life on Deck you could put an S too.
How does that one go?
Oh, hey, oh. I can't remember the words. But
Oh.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one was sick.
I gotta go A. It's not better than the original.
Yeah, fair. I think both those shows were really good though. I think for Sweet Life on Deck being like a quote unquote sequel, it was I would say almost as good as Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, like the original series. I would say it was almost as good. It was really well done.
It was cool.
That's where I think isn't that where Debbie Ryan got her start?
Yep.
And then she did Radio Rebel.
Yep. Radio fucking Rebel.
What a cringy ass movie, dude. What a terrible movie.
Any Disney movie sucks like that. Like,
That's not true.
Did you watch the?
That's not true because you love Lemonade Mouth, but I'm not a fan of it. But
true.
everybody loves
that
Lemonade
movie
Mouth.
Fucking slaps.
Yeah,
Though.
I just like that it's got the dude from Zeke and Luther because that was a great show.
No, he's a cool dude.
I don't even. Was there an intro song for Zeke and Luther? I don't remember it.
Yeah, there was.
I don't remember it. I'm sure it was decent.
Put it mid as fuck.
We'll put it mid as fuck. We
mid
don't
as
remember.
fuck.
Don't remember.
Do you remember the Two Kings or whatever? The
Pair of Kings.
Pair of Kings.
I don't remember the song. No.
Mid as fuck.
Mid as fuck. We'll put that mid as fuck.
If we don't know it, it's mid.
I'm gonna put that mid as fuck simply because they just reused the dude from Zeke and Luther in that show. I hate it when they use the same actor in two different shows that are on at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, then he's not that character anymore. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
That makes it feel just more like, not like a story. You know what I mean?
Well, they only did that because Mitchell Musso, I think, got a DUI.
Yeah, he got DUIs. He got in trouble or whatever. But
Mitchell Musso was a bad boy, dude.
Dude, he turned into one, didn't he?
Oh, speaking of Mitchell Musso, Hannah Montana theme song.
I personally did not like the show. Sue me. But the song itself is legendary. You have to. I mean, you got to put that S tier.
S tier.
It's a. I mean, best of both worlds.
What did you watch as a kid?
I was heavily into Phineas and Ferb. I was heavily into a lot of like the Disney XD shows. So like Zeke and Luther. Yeah. I watched Pair of Kings. Pair of Kings was okay, but I watched it a lot. I was into quite a few Cartoon Network shows like Johnny Test. Did you watch Chowder? You remember that show, Chowder?
Yeah, but I didn't watch it.
Okay. I will say one of the few Nick shows that I also did like was Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, yeah.
That show was good.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Where's that one?
Probably A.
Yeah, A.
Probably A.
It's a fun song.
S tier, and this might be a dark horse pick, Danny Phantom. Did you ever watch Danny Phantom?
I did, but I don't remember.
Oh, I'll have to play. Dude, it's sick. I'll have to play. I got to put that S tier as a dark horse pick, though.
Okay.
Anything else? You got anything else?
We'll
put one more. We'll end on one more.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
S tier.
That's an S tier show. That's an S tier show in general. That's a great show.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that's a great show, dude.
What
You
about-
just sound like Tom DeLonge there.
Neutron.
Neutron. Dude, they should have had Tom DeLonge do the. They should have Angels and Airwaves do the song. Great.
Jimmy Neutron revive.
Yeah, for real.
With Tom DeLonge as Jimmy Neutron.
As Jimmy Neutron. How do you think he would say "got a blast"?
Got a blast.
I got a blast.
Dude, I got a blast.
Or do you just think he would do the thing he does live where he goes, yeah, yeah?
It's like, are you all right, Jimmy?
Oh, I love that Tom DeLonge as Jimmy Neutron, dude. We'll end on that.
We'll end on Tom DeLonge.
Somebody
as
workshop
Jimmy
that. Get that going.
Yeah. Pass that around
Yeah.
Hollywood. We'll get that going.
Thank you for listening, though.
Yes,
We're glad to be
thank
back.
you.
We'll be posting hopefully weekly. We plan on weekly. Look for it around Monday, Tuesday, probably, just to give us time to edit.
Monday,
we record these on
Tuesday.
Fridays, by the way.
Yes, Monday, Tuesday, podcast audio will be out for sure. I don't know how long this.
I would say
It's
podcast
still
audio
exciting.
will definitely be out every Monday.
Yes.
That's for sure. And then look for video Tuesdays, probably. Tuesdays.
Sounds good.
So thank you. Episode
Yes.
9. That's a wrap.
Season 2, episode 1. That's where we're at.
That's right.
New season,
That's
my
right.
friend.
Thanks for checking that for me. But
I got
thanks, and we'll see you next time.
you. Peace.
Peace.